Good evening, everyone. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Anastasia Georgouli. Over the past few years, I have been sharing my personal journey, not because I believe I have all the answers, but because I know what it's like to rebuild your life after going through difficult experiences. After a very challenging period in my life, I had to get to know myself all over again. I had to rebuild my confidence, learn to trust my own decisions, and create a life based on my own values. One thing I realized along the way is that emotional healing, as important as it is, doesn't solve every problem on its own. I'd like to ask you something. Have you ever felt like you have done so much inner work, yet your everyday life still fills you with anxiety? You read books, you attend seminars, you understand yourself better, and yet, when a bill arrives, when you have to make an important decision, or when you think about your future, you still find yourself feeling insecure. I have been there too. At one point, I kept wondering why, even though I had grown so much internally, I was still afraid. Over time, I realized that what I was missing wasn't more knowledge. What I was missing was the feeling that I could rely on myself, that I could create stability in my own life. For a long time, I believed I needed one more book, one more course, one more technique. But in reality, what changed everything were the small actions. Finishing something, creating something, helping another person, seeing that I was capable of offering value. Every small success became another piece of evidence that I could do it. And those small pieces of evidence slowly changed the way I saw myself. We often believe that before starting something new, we have to be completely ready. We need the perfect equipment. We need to know everything. We need to stop being afraid. My experience was different. I didn't start because I felt confident. Confidence was built because I started, one step at a time, without perfection, without having all the answers. Today, I believe that especially when someone has been through difficult experiences, they don't need more pressure. They need simplicity. They need consistency. They need one small step that feels genuinely achievable. That's one of the reasons I have been talking quite a bit lately about artificial intelligence tools. Not because I believe that they can replace people, but because they can make the beginning feel less overwhelming. They can help when you don't know what to write, when you are not sure how to organize your ideas, when it feels like you are starting from zero. There is now a very affordable option called SMGB XTI AI, which currently costs exactly £10 per month. This is the founder's price, which means that at some point the subscription will increase to its regular price of £20 per month. However, anyone who joins now and locks in the £10 monthly price will continue paying that amount for as long as they keep their subscription active. And if they ever decide it's no longer for them, they can cancel at any time without being tied into a long-term commitment. It doesn't promise instant success. It doesn't do the work for you. It's simply a tool that can help you stay organized, create content, generate ideas, and take those first steps with a little more confidence. If someone had told me a few years ago that I would be hosting live sessions or consistently creating content, I probably wouldn't have believed them. I didn't change overnight. I changed because I kept taking small steps even when I had doubts. And every time I took another step, I gave myself one more reason to believe that I could. So, if you're in a season of rebuilding your life, don't put pressure on yourself to find the perfect plan. Find the next small step. For today, that's enough. If you'd like to learn more about SMGB XTI AI and see whether it's the right fit for your needs, simply send me the word AI in a message and I'll send you all the information. Later on, if someone wants to go deeper into building their personal brand and creating an online business, there are also more comprehensive educational programs available for that stage. The choice is always personal, and everyone moves forward at their own pace. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you feel this conversation could help someone else, I would be grateful if you shared it with them. We never really know who might need to hear these thoughts today. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd love to see you there. All of my live sessions are gradually being uploaded, so you can watch them whenever it suits you and come back to the conversations that resonated with you the most. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the time and your presence. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you again very soon in the next live.